Baseball as Detroit goes up against the Minnesota Twins. It's Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports.
Sunday afternoon. Great game ahead. 2K Sports with Steve Phillips and John Kruk. I'm Gary Thorne. Hi, everybody. A look at Justin Morneau. No doubt. Pitchers trying to figure out how to get him out. Starting pitcher, Carl Pavano. Steve, what do you think the strategy is going to be against this Detroit powerhouse?
Carl Pavano's figured out that deception and movement are critical. Nothing overpowering with the fastball, but he can command it. Then he goes to the changeup. He's got a pretty good cutter as well to run in on the left-hander's hands.
Well, let's take a look at the lineup for the Tigers. So who are you looking at, John?
Well, Ryan Rayburn's a guy that can do a lot of things for you. Hasn't yet proven to be an everyday player, but he has the chance with a little bit more consistency to hit righties as well as lefties. Devastating hitter against left-handed pitching, but a great guy to have on your team because of the multiple positions he can play.
It's going to be Jackson now. He'll be starting us off in this game. Pavano, the windup. Ball. And Jackson will watch that one up high. Here's Pavano's 1-0 pitch. Drops down a bunt. Valencia to play it. Now's a good time to take a quick look at Minnesota's defensive setup. And scouting those fielders, John.
Well, Denard Span is a guy that does a lot of things athletically in the outfield. What I like about him is he's not afraid to take chances. Balls hit in front of him, he's not afraid to dive for them. A lot of times they can go past him for extra bases, but he takes more hits away than he lets drop in with that great hustle.
It's Rayburn at the plate. Runner on first. Drops down a bunt. It's picked up in time for the out.
Well, that's outstanding bat control right there. He catches the ball on the bat, lays the bunt down nicely.
Art of bunting has gone away in large part in this game, but not there.
Why managers love these types of role players.
And Victor Martinez now with one away.
Well, even though Martinez missed some time last year due to injury, the thing you like about him, guys, is he will play hurt. And when your catcher plays hurt, the other guys should fall right in line.
Martinez makes contact, fouled it away. Guys, Victor Martinez, he hit in the third spot most of the time last season when they needed some pop with people injured, and he gave it to him.
You know, he really offers versatility.
That swung on, hit on the ground. And that'll put Martinez on at first now. And Jackson crosses the plate.
Well, what a great piece of hitting right there and a big RBI. You put your team in the lead, and a lot of times it's too much for the other team to overcome.
Runner on for Miguel Cabrera. Now, Steve, they needed to take the lead, and they've come through just as we thought they might. See how this plays out.
Well, they staked out an early lead in this one, just where they want to be.
Well, you know, when you hit like this in the first inning, you start to anticipate maybe a healthy bit of run support coming in this game. And he watches the low pitch delivered by Pavano.
Gary, they're taking advantage of some early pitching mistakes. You have to do that because you never know if those mistakes are going to happen later in the game. Take advantage of the opportunities.
Pauses, and now the 1-0. Fastball just misses, and he falls behind 2-0.
As good as the Tigers were at home in 2010, they were that bad on the road, ending up with a .500 record overall.
Pitch misses. Ball 3. Now Miguel Cabrera can afford to take one, maybe a couple. That bad record on the road for the Tigers comes via something you wouldn't expect. That pitching would actually break down as much as it does for Detroit away from home.
It's so odd. How about the second worst ERA on the road? An ERA over 5. It's just amazing. They just could not pitch on the road. It points to young pitchers just not feeling comfortable on the opposing mound.
Cabrera will foul that one away. And he fouls off another one.
Well, he tried to get that fastball by him, and as long as this at-bat continues, he's going to continue to throw that fastball. If he fouls it off, this at-bat will go on.
Up the middle. And another hit back-to-back.
Well, this sort of at-bat right here, when you give up a hit after that many pitches, this is one of these things that could really rattle the pitcher. You have to be careful as a pitching coach. You don't let this inning get out of hand.
So, Maglio Ordonez, think RBI here. Career batting average for him, it's .429 off Pavano. Runners at first and third, one away. Pavano, the windup. That's hit foul by Ordonez.
Foul ball!
That swung on a liner here. And the catch by Casilla.
That ball was hit so hard the second baseman barely had time to react, but playing in the right spot, he gets the out.
Here's Carlos Guillen now with an RBI chance. Two men on, two men out. There's a swing and a hit. This one's to Span. And it's going to be Young. That's caught. Side is retired. Well, some early production here. One run across in the first. The Tigers lead 1-0. And doing the pitching, Max Scherzer. He's starting for Detroit. So, Steve, how's he going to handle these Minnesota bats today?
Max Scherzer continuing to figure out what he is as a major league pitcher, understanding he needs to be aggressive in the zone. Don't try to miss bats. Attack hitters, and when you do that, good things will happen, and they're starting to happen for him now.
Scherzer with a windup. Good eye that time by Span. He stayed away from that pitch to even the count up. The career numbers for him, 372 against the Tigers. That's it. Pretty well down the line and left. And Rayburn, and he's able to put it away. Here's a chance to show you the lineup for the Twins. Scouting pick, John. Who are we looking at today?
Well, I like Justin Morneau. I mean, he's a guy that can change the game with one swing of the bat. He's also a guy that's a great defender and helps his infielders out playing first base. But what I like about him, though, is he hits the ball to all fields. He hits for a high average, and that power's there, too, so he doesn't give up anything.
Now we'll take a quick look at the Tigers and how they're out there positionally on defense. John, thoughts on the fielders here?
Well, a guy that's putting up historic offensive numbers is Miguel Cabrera, but defensively, he's finally found a home at first base where he's comfortable, and it takes a lot off his mind as far as having to play outfield or the other infield positions. Put him at first base and let him hit. Miguel Cabrera is one of the best going.
One out, nobody on. Scherzer finds the strike zone. That is a strike.
New home for the Minnesota Twins, same results. Metrodome gone, new Target Field. I tell you what, home field advantage again in Minnesota.
Casilla watches it for a strike. So much discussion in the offseason about what effect would the new ballpark have on the Twins. 49 wins in 09 under the Dome, 53 wins in daylight last year.
That was good for the best home record in the American League, so they quickly got comfortable at home in what was more of a pitcher's park than a hitter's park. And their pitchers, how about the fewest walks allowed in the major leagues? They pitch to contact.
Ball! And the pitch from Scherzer's low that time for a ball.
Gary, if I'm the pitcher in this situation, I'm going with slider. He struggles with it, and it's one of my better out pitches. The 1-2 pitch. Casilla stays off that. It's up high. Well, that two-seam fastball has to be thrown down in the zone. You throw it up, it flattens out, and you can get hurt.
The 2-2. Casilla makes contact and fouls it away. Scherzer with a windup. Changeup swung on and missed. That'll be out number 2.
Well, they went soft with 2 strikes. They go to the changeup, completely fooling the hitter. Struck him out.
Here's Joe Mauer now at 2 down. Batting .333. That's a 2 for 6 lifetime against Scherzer. There's a swing and a smash. Jackson. And the side's retired as they head into the dugout. No runs, no hits. Nobody crossed the plate in this half inning and nobody left on base. Tigers won. Minnesota nothing. It's a nice day here. A little bit on the chilly side, but certainly not enough to detract from the game. Swing and a line drive. And it's through. Credit Peralta, base hit. That'll bring Brandon Inge up.
Well, a nice piece of hitting right there. You get on base to start the inning with no outs. And, you know, all it does is you want to just keep the line moving if you're the guys behind him.
Runner on first base, nobody out. And it's fouled away. Foul ball! And the 0-1 by Pavano. 0-1. Inge isn't fooled by that pitch. The count is evened up. Ooh, he pulls the string with a circle change, 1-2.
That changeup away is one of the most effective pitches because when the hitter's fooled, he starts to pull off the ball. He can only hit an inside pitch. He can't possibly reach the outside pitch unless he breaks down his swing.
And in swinging through it, strike 3.
Well, he climbs the ladder on him, Gary, and he just didn't have enough bat speed to catch up to that pitch.
Avila will get his chance at the plate now.
Well, after all the injuries that Carl Pavano has had, guys, you know, a lot of people wrote him off, but here he is. With all the injuries, now he's a big innings eater, over 220 innings in 2010.
One out, runner on at first. Fastball, too low, 1-0. Well, certainly for Carl Pavano, he heard all the rumors when he was in New York about how he didn't want to pitch and couldn't be effective and all that. He had something to prove, and he did it, Steve, last year with the Twins. Oh, here's Peralta running. 0-2. And it's not in time, and he beats the throw. Well, there is one down here. You got a man on second base. Going to give up the pass, maybe try for 2.
A hit here scores the man on second, so obviously they're going to look for the double play now.
It's an RBI chance for Austin Jackson. One out with runners at first and second. Here's the pitch to Jackson. There's a swing and a hit. This one's to Span. 2 away. Peralta going towards third.
He's got a shot at getting out of this now. Big timeout. Now he's got 2 down. He's only 1 out away from working out of this jam. Both managers sitting on the edge of the bench right now, understanding this is a critical point in this game.
Last time through, he had a sacrifice bunt. Runners at first and third with 2 away. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And that one to fall in, and the run will score. Leave a pitch over the center of the plate like that, you're going to pay for it.
No doubt about it. Big leaguers take advantage of those kinds of mistakes.
2 on with a couple away. Victor Martinez. Just one player picking up after another, Steve. This is a good offensive show going on, and they're climbing the ladder with it.
Well, you have to credit this lineup, Gary. Some quality at bats right now and taking advantage of the opportunities, and now they have a lead.
And Martinez ready to start the at-bat. First pitch. And Pavano, he'll miss outside. That'll be taken for a ball. And it may be early going. They've got a chance to maybe put this ball game away and put a little defeatism on the other side.
Well, what I really like is their approach at the plate. They're waiting for their pitch, and when they get it, they're driving it, taking advantage of every mistake the pitchers make.
It's now 1 ball, 1 strike. You watch that fastball that was in there.
The key for any pitcher is establishing the 4-seam fastball. Once you get that working, it gives you so many different options.
He delivers. He takes a fastball for a strike. Now it's 1 and 2.
Better to go after the fastball when a guy has quality secondary pitches. Even though it's down to the zone, you've got to swing at that.
One-two pitch coming. Swung on, line to right field. And Detroit should pick one up. Rayburn's headed to third base. The throw out at third as they tag him. They pick up 2-3 hits, strand a man. Tigers with a 3-run lead. Big bats ready to make an appearance. And if you're just joining in, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And it's Justin Morneau at the plate. Here's an off-speed pitch in there for strike 1. 1 for 2 lifetime against Scherzer. Here's the delivery. Strike 2. Morneau falls behind on that one.
Well, he's a very defensive hitter when the count gets to 0-2, so I'm going to try to get him to chase something out of the zone.
That misses at the shins. 1 and 2.
Good spot there, just down a little bit out of the zone. Tried to get him to chase. He wouldn't go for it.
Fouled off. Morneau battling here to foul off another one.
Well, a 1 and 2 count, that pitch on the outside part of the plate. Borderline pitch. You still don't know if it's going to be a ball or a strike. The last thing you want to do is take that pitch for a called strike 3.
And this rolls all the way to the wall. And he'll stop at second base, and it will be a double.
Now this pitch just cuts right over the heart of the plate. The hitter handled it perfectly.
That's one of those where you've given in by making a bad pitch and really made it much easier for the hitter.
Yeah, he's better than that. Bear down.
And it's Delmon Young now. No outs, runner on second. Scherzer with a windup. First pitch inside, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss by Young. Count knotted up. He's got a .295 career batting average off the Tigers. You talk about a scared pitcher, Steve. With nobody out, he's waving the white flag and putting him aboard.
I mean, it just doesn't make any sense at all. I mean, you've got to have a chance to go at this guy, attack him.
Boy, that's not very competitive. And it's Michael Kadire in the box now. And Steve, his name oftentimes stands out when you look at Ron Gardenhire's offensive strategy. No one out yet. Runners at first and second. Slider misses badly with it. 1-0.
Now, if you're going to miss, this is where you want to miss. Throw that breaking ball at the bottom of the strike zone. If the hitter swings and puts it in play, it's a ground ball out.
That one's in the dirt. Nice stop. Michael Kadaya lays off that one. He's got a chance for a walk now.
He tries to get this ball to come back over the plate with that two-seamer, but it's dangerous throwing it high. You want to throw it down and away, not up and away.
Line shot into center field, and Kadaya's got himself a single. And Morneau comes in to score.
But with one run already across the board and nobody out, this has the potential of being a really big inning. Let's see if they can string some hits together.
Here's Jason Kubel, looks to bring that runner in. Offensively, the opportunity to pull it a little bit closer, and right now that offense looks as though they've got the ability to do that.
Well, with the bats like we just saw, you know they're gaining some confidence right now, cutting the deficit and getting themselves a little bit closer. Let's see if they can take the lead.
No outs in the corners are covered. Scherzer with a windup. First pitch, a slider outside, 1-0. Yeah, Steve, with that lead shrinking the way it is right now, you can just tell by watching. They've got the feeling they're back into this thing.
You just want to keep yourself in a position to close the gap early so you don't have a mountain to climb later in the game. The later it goes, the more difficult it is. Let's see what he does here.
A swing and a drive deep left center field. He heads, runners on the move. And Young's home. One run on that one, so we get to see what that does on our win expectancy chart.
Good productive out, good productive at bat, picking up the RBI. Nice piece of hitting.
One on, one out. And the pitch from Scherzer's low that time for a ball. The 1-0 now. Valencia watches it for a strike. And a ground ball, Cabrera. And he steps on first. That's the second out.
Well, he gets the man over to third base, but with 2 outs now, it doesn't help much, but at least 90 feet closer to scoring.
Close in the batter's box. Man on third, 2 down. Drilled towards the hole, and that's going to do it. Cabrera's there. They score 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 left on. The Twins are making progress. They have cut into this lead. And here's Miguel Cabrera to lead it off. He singled in his last at bat. First pitch, here it comes. And he watches the low pitch delivered by Pavano. And that's over for a strike. 1-1.
Well, Gary, the circle change is really his bread and butter pitch, and that change of velocity where he'll throw the fastball at 1 speed and really take something off with the circle change.
Now Mauer positions himself. Pavano can't find the strike zone with that delivery.
Gary, talking about this guy's circle change, I mean, one of the reasons why it's so good is that his arm speed is the same, whether he throws a fastball or this changeup, and it's the grip that really changes the speed.
The pitch. This one swung on and driven hard. So Cabrera is set down. One away. So with one down, it'll be Maglio Ordonez.
Well, sadly, guys, Maglio Ordonez got off to such a great start in 2010, but got it cut short due to that injury.
And Ordonez settles in. First pitch. And Pavano, he'll get the call as it goes by him. It's 0-1. Kind of amazing for Ordonez, guys. Even at the age of 36, he was hitting over 300 and anchoring the lineup before he had to come out of it.
He's always been a good hitter, hitting for average. The power numbers have kind of gone up and down a little bit, but he's also a nice veteran presence on a team, and he can pick up a big RBI when you need it.
Hit in the air to left center. That one falls in there for a base hit. And that'll bring up Carlos Guillen.
Well, he waited for that one to get deep in the zone, and he put a good swing on it. Now, with one out, let's see if they try to move him along.
Flew out last time. Ordonez is on first base. First pitch, AB begins to Guillen. Here's a prime production opportunity for the Tigers.
Well, nice swing on that one. Be able to pick up a base hit right there. That slider's a tough one, and if he runs it in on your hands, you can be in trouble, but not there.
Runners on first and second with one out. Pavano, the windup. Drilled towards third. And Valencia with the fly ball catch.
Boy, it's different when you're playing third base. It's one thing if the ball comes at you fast and you're a hitter because you expect it. It's hard to read it off the bat. You have to have great reactions. That's a great play.
Two down. Runners at first and second. And Inge settles in for the first pitch. Dan Pavano, he'll get the call as it goes by him. It's 0-1. Inge isn't fooled by that pitch. The count is evened up. Swung on and hit by Inge. And Inge has got himself a base hit. And Ordonez scores.
Now, pitcher making a mistake right here, leaving it right over the heart of the plate. He squares it up, drives it, good contact at the plate to drive in a run.
Most of those kind of pitchers are going to get hit. That's an RBI knock.
The fans are buzzing with anticipation. They understand this is a turning point in the game. Well, it's about time. I mean, I don't know what they weren't seeing from the dugout. They should have gotten out of this game a lot earlier.
So the direction here, Steve, for this lineup, just stay in charge. Right now they are. Two men on and two men out. Just missed with the fastball. 1-0. He's averaged .297 lifetime off Minnesota. Ready with a 1-0. And he takes a strike on that fastball. 1-1.
Looks like the hitter's waiting for a pitch that he can get up in the zone to drive a little bit. That's why he went down to the zone with that four-seamer.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Good looking fastball. Called the ball though. 2-1. That's a foul ball. That's just high for a ball. Runs the count. 3-2.
Well, that pitch right there just seemed to get away from the pitcher, took off on him. Looked like he tried to overthrow that a little bit.
Three-two on the way. Fastball swung out and missed, and the side's retired. So they scratch across a run. 3 hits and a couple left on. 2-run ball game. Detroit leads. And it's Denard Span. 0 for 1 thus far. And we'll get to see Jose Valverde pitching. They've decided it was time to make a change here.
Well, what you love when a closer comes in the game is the fact that he's not afraid to challenge people with his fastball, and that's what Jose Valverde does. When he comes in the game, you're going to get the heat, but you're also going to get a ton of emotion, and don't let him save the game because he will do a dance on the mound.
Hit hard on the ground towards third, and he cannot cut it off. It rolls all the way to the wall.
Well, a great leadoff double right there. No outs in the inning. Now, let's see if they can bring him across.
Runner at second base to the plate, Alexei Casilla. He's 0 for 3 for his career off Valverde. And Casilla ready for the first pitch. Lined hard down the left field line. And that is in there. The tying run is on base. And Span scores.
Well, the comeback continues. Rally time. A big hit right there. Now they're just within 1 run. This one's not over just yet.
Runner on first. And Mauer ready for the first pitch. That one's wide. Valverde misses.
He's not very aggressive on an 0-1 count, Gary, so I think as a pitcher, you have to get in the zone right now. You don't want to go down at 2-0.
Here's the 1-0. Slider in the dirt. Good block. Here's a swing, line drive down the left field line. Over the wall, goodbye, a 2-run homer.
Well, the hometown fans going home in celebratory fashion, Gary, as they win this one in the final inning, getting it done in an unbelievable game.
Would like now to take a look at our player of the game. Let's make a pick. No question, Joe Mauer, the difference maker in this game.
Well, you know what they say, that everyone loves to see the long ball when you come to a game, and he certainly gave the fans what they wanted to see. He's got to be feeling pretty good about himself.
And, Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Oh, no question about it. They get the win in a close game, a lot of excitement and enthusiasm, and ready for the next one.
Great day for baseball here at 2K Sports. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Gary Thorne with John Kruk, Steve Phillips, and our great 2K Sports crew. We wish you a great rest of the day or night, wherever you may be in baseball land.